Hello and welcome everyone to another turn of the False Pretenders. This is a casting game. I am joined by Arpathius.
Hello, everyone. We were just talking to each other, and we've just seen the new turn rolled, and we're so excited. We're casting it
I,
immediately.
exactly. Yeah, this is. I don't even think anybody else has had a chance to even see it yet. We are here first.
Yeah,
So this is turn 8.
turn 8.
Turn 8. All right, we've got some messages. Let's see if Statist is going to give us an explanation. I think we were hoping to figure out what they're doing as they're moving around with like one big stack. We're looking for
Yeah,
some
yeah,
faster expansion out of them.
yeah. Lots of troops.
Lots of
Hopefully, we see a
troops.
lot from them.
Expansion is going pretty slow. I would say that that appears to be accurate. Trying to reduce attrition. And because the wolf tribe wrecked smaller parties in testing. Okay, well, he's testing expansion. I guess we certainly didn't do that.
No, he likely has more information than we do. So
Yep, yep. He doesn't have any scouts. Okay. Yeah, attacking TNN seems tough for him with no magic. I would
it
think
seems tough, but the rewards. I mean,
the
some of the
reward is
best land in
pretty
the game.
high, but I think
There's a
I
good
think
reason to go to war.
there is. I think if TNN put the Tuatha in the middle and just made sure they didn't get surrounded with some Furbolgs, then I don't think Satis is breaking through. I
He
think
has got
that
a
would.
lot of troops,
He's got a lot of troops, but
and the elite warriors are they're pretty
they
killy.
are pretty.
So
He'd have to. Yeah, if he's tested it.
yeah.
Um, I just those Tuatha
Yeah.
are so much higher quality.
If he's able to surprise attack as well before TNN
Yeah,
is prepared, as attack an isolated force that's there, maybe.
sure.
You know.
Yeah, if he can sort of make something happen before TNN can get everybody consolidated.
The borders also, there's that lake, so he could maybe patrol, and that could limit the amount of raiding and stealth attacks that TNN's able to do.
Uh huh. Yep, that's true. Yeah. Would we have
Anyway, we'll probably get ahead of ourselves though.
probably? Yes. Okay. So he said, "Let me know if you'd have rolled it." I probably wouldn't have because I'm a coward. And I like to finish expansion first, unless like if you're a nation that has just huge rush potential, like if you're an elf nation and you've put all your stuff on a border and there's like two provinces on the other side you haven't gotten, I think by all means go in.
Yeah, if you were like Vanheim, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe you go.
or like higher mobility. But Satis moving one tile a turn, I don't think I would have pushed it.
No, I think Satis needs to expand more before they go
Yep,
into war.
yep. Expansion party was going to try and take both in one turn if they were still indie, which is why it's that large. Okay,
Okay, that's fair.
all right, all right. I get
Well,
it.
hopefully that means the expansion's going to pick up then, because he hasn't got the reason he was keeping it together as much.
That's true. All right, let's check out Satis real quick, and we'll come back to the messages after that. So Satis goes ahead and takes out some cavemen with just a handful of
Yeah, nice and
losses.
cleanly.
So they are looking like they still. So their border, they can maybe get this one with Marverni.
Yeah, they can get that, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Marverni went south, so they should be able to pick that up. And
I
unless
think that
Marver,
was the right direction for Marverni as well. That's what I thought they were
oh,
doing. So
yes, they got another one too.
yeah,
Another
they're
handful of losses.
looking pretty hemmed in though. They've got a bad border on three sides already.
Bad border here. Their border's good here.
Well, Yomi,
Um,
TNN, and Marverni have all
yeah,
got two, so it's a bad border. I
that's
think
true.
Yomi might get all three on that side as well.
Yomi might. It's hard to. It depends on if Yomi wants to go to war with. I feel like it's hard to maintain peaceful relations when you've got a 3-0 split, unless like
Well, it's hard for Yomi to keep peaceful relations
with
with having
anyone.
Death 3 scales though. You
Well,
know.
that's true, but they may want to fight somebody else. Although looking at the map again, I think that's almost certainly not true. I imagine that
I
Yomi
think
is
I think
looking
it's
at
a tiff. I
Satis.
think yeah.
I don't think.
I've had a little more look at Yomi. I think Death 3 is more viable than I was originally thinking as well.
Okay. I mean, your goal already sucks, right? Like maybe you just.
Well, it's I mean you'd rather have growth. I
Well,
mean, or
okay,
not
yeah.
death. Death is very bad, but I think that you know there's ways to make it work. I think.
Okay. Yeah, because like Yomi probably doesn't like you could try and fight Hinom, but Hinom has some nice early troops. They can make the demon killing stuff if they go for some construction, and Hinom is huge.
Yeah,
Um,
nobody wants to fight Hinom. That's the last person you want to fight.
yeah, I don't even want to fight Hinom, and fighting the elves is always a kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the elves might find it hard they'd have to use counter thugs, I think. But
Although,
they can
yeah,
make they have earth. They can make great source of sharpness and stuff to
yeah, we
on their
haven't
thugs.
actually
They've got really good
seen
thugs. So
any
yeah,
Dione yet.
yeah. He's making Onishugos, but hasn't been.
Yeah. Although
Haven't seen them
I'm
yet.
getting ahead of myself here. We're looking at
We are. We're Satis.
Satis. So yeah, I mean, I think Satis needs. I think not attacking into TNN makes even more sense when you consider the context of who their neighbors are and what they might do. Because you need to start getting this stuff, and you need to probably, marshaling your stuff to be able to fight Yomi makes a lot of sense. Again, I don't know how well Elite Warriors do against what he's got, but I would imagine they do better against what Yomi is going for than they do against Dione.
It's possible with Satis having. That's a big army he's got next to Marverni there. He might be
Yes.
able to negotiate, use that as leverage for a negotiation to get a bit more of that border, maybe. Because
Maybe.
Marverni's already got that really good farmland province with the two sites, so he might be able to
That's true. You think he could fight for
just
this?
yeah, well, maybe just negotiate for
Well,
it.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Because
I
we've
think
seen Agartha use having a big stack near people's borders for that sort of purpose.
sure.
So, and I think as Satis, you've kind of got to do everything you can do in this situation.
Yep. Yep. No, I think that's true. He might be able to bully them off of this, plus take this, and then march around. This mountain is kind of a pain for you because you can't like take this and then go.
Well, maybe he takes those two indie provinces and then just
But
goes straight on Yomi. I don't know.
yeah, maybe.
Because Yomi, they've been struggling a little bit as well, I think. So
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Let's see.
although Satis did tell us he doesn't have many scouts, so he probably
He
doesn't know
probably
that.
doesn't know. That's true. I guess they don't have a recruitable scout.
I don't think they do know.
They do not. Oh, not having a recruitable scout is just
Especially in early
awful.
age. Like it's
Especially in
really
early
hard
age.
sometimes.
In my Porphyrian game and the Hellenica game, I don't have scouts, and it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look. Vanheim gave us a double message. Okay. Wow, Agartha selling
Okay.
away a cave.
We're getting. I mean, so we did
Which
look
I don't
actually.
even think this is true. This is exactly what's in range. Right? An equal number of alms to the Penbus, which is exact. He was running around with like a 16 stack.
Yeah. I think that would have. Been good.
Huh. I think he could have won this bump.
I think Agartha, yeah.
Especially in the cave. Like that's a I don't
true.
I don't think we saw Spirit Sight or Low Light Vision on the van here, did we?
I can't remember seeing it. No.
All right. So I think that friendly Agartha could have.
I think his caution is
his caution is legendary. Like I get you don't know how many van here are there. Like I don't know if you've seen the blast.
The glamour you can't tell, can you? So.
Yeah, the fog of war is pretty thick here, but I think Agartha would have won this.
Well, on the other hand, this could work out quite well for Agartha because it means he's definitely it's very unlikely to get elfed by Vanheim now.
It doesn't seem like they signed a nap though.
Well, but Vanheim was saying they think they need to go to war if they don't get the cave. They've got the cave. They're probably feeling a lot less likely now.
They're probably feeling a lot less likely, but I
think it's at least given him time.
I think it's given him a little bit of time. It looks like Van is deciding to go somewhere else, but I've certainly heard stories of people who negotiate borders without naps, and then the other person just attacks them.
It would also save him from giving him the future death terms.
Right.
Yeah. Well, did we get another message?
Yes, we did. So he's thinking he needs to go to war with somebody else. Also, it is in fact ghosts, correct? Looks like they might end up with a land province. Pelagia is almost certainly going to keep them quite busy. I think if you're Van, you're just taking their province.
You just chop it up, yeah.
Yep. I don't think you need to give Therados any respect on land.
No, Therados got quite unlucky. Every one of their neighbors has got magic weapons.
I mean, that is unlucky, but also I think that's not like terribly all nations with sacred troops who they're planning on using tend to take magic weapons.
Yeah, I mean, there's some Scales nations though in this as well.
Yeah. So Van has got a lot. It looks like a quad expand.
Yeah, that's 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, they're gonna be huge. They did lose. See, this is. I mean, this is scary stuff in the cave
Yeah,
here.
the fiends are pretty. They've got magic. So they're
Yeah,
pretty. Oh, it's only one fiend though.
it's only the
Okay.
one fiend. They do have magic weapons. They have these guys all have dark power, and I think we'll double check and we'll see that. No, not this one. Yeah,
No,
they
you
don't.
can't see it. No.
Oh, you can't see spirit side. Wouldn't it be on here?
Yeah, it would. It would. No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Oh
We
yeah,
can't
yeah.
see it because it's not there.
It's like they still have great protection, but their attack and defense sucks in a cave.
Well, when they take damage, their attack still
I mean, their attack still goes
15,
up,
16.
and
Yeah.
it'll be good. Like it'll be good, but if you've had Agartha like mind blasting these guys, and then they're getting
A 14
surrounded,
MR against with an armor pen, arcane
yeah, with
finesse,
pen,
arcane pen.
I
Yeah.
I think that they would lose this in this cave. Like maybe outside of a cave it's different, but in a cave, I think that they would die. Like that one just died. You know, it's. I think it would have been at least close. But with that said, Vanheim has a perfect border. They've got 2 here, although this is sort of their province to get. But these mountains,
Yeah, I
pretty
think.
brutal.
Well, Ulm doesn't really look like they're going to contest it.
I
But I
don't
think
think
they
Ulm is
probably
going to
could
contest.
with the geography.
I think this group's just going to move here. But
Yeah.
so that's
yeah.
2 out of 3 here. It's 2 out of 3 here. With the lake they could never really get, and they're gonna have presumably a perfect border with Theranos. No reason not to.
Yeah, looking really good. Yeah.
So looking great. They still need to do some backfilling like here, and then like this one. But they look like they're in great shape to go fight somebody. If they're not gonna fight Agartha, they're certainly not gonna fight Theranos. That gives them Ulm and Airmore.
I think they agreed that border with Airmore.
They agreed
and they've
the
got
border.
they've got that perfect border. So
Right. That
maybe Airmore is going to get something out of it. We don't know yet, but I think Ulm's
yes.
looking.
Ulm looks a little tasty, I think, if you're Van here.
I think so.
I mean, you just mass everybody up right here, and you could just
Well,
walk
can you
right
not?
on.
You could just elf them.
You could also just elf them. I mean, it depends.
Are
Like, you could use
Van here stealthy? I can't remember.
the Van here are they're glamored, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so you can't like hide them inside the enemy
They are. Let's see.
territory.
No, they're
Oh, they are
stealthy.
stealthy.
They are
Oh,
stealthy.
they're
Yeah,
very
you could
stealthy.
hide them.
Yeah. So just a full elf inside the territory, really deep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're hitting. You could hit a
Yeah.
bunch of this stuff. And then
Maybe you
move
just
on to the
like
capital.
immediately attack the capital. I don't know.
Yeah, that is very all or nothing, all right. If you don't manage to secure retreat lines.
Well, I mean, also do that, but
but yeah, I mean, I think if I had, we don't know how much information Van has, right? Like he just found out that Theranos was this neighbor, although I guess his scouts can't really make it in the water.
yeah.
But
I mean, he's also in a perfectly fine position with being that big to get some infrastructure first and then go.
he could double drain. I think
yeah. Well, he wants to get up to getting alcohols really fast.
sure.
So he's probably not going straight for conjuration or alteration.
No, he probably isn't. But it's turn 8. If you don't think that Ulm has like an awake researcher, Ulm's not gonna have any research either, and you should just be able to take all of his stuff. You probably have to sit on his capital for a couple turns because you're not gonna have a lot of siege strength. But
yeah. Well, really, what I mean is, I think both options are valid.
sure. Okay. I think Van's position seems awesome. Hinom. Oh, we got a big one. Yep, you did have a bad event, and you are right at the top of expansion. Yes, I think he's correct that he's better off against goblins than Dione. I remember in like the Lucid Mountain Arena, Hinom had some trouble with Dione, I believe.
I don't think I've seen that.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think
it depends on the bless though, because Yomi hasn't particularly gone for a
yeah.
Dione. So at the Melkarts, they've got a pretty good bless for that. I think so. I think this might be a bit different.
I agree. I don't. It's not exactly the same scenario. Agartha's probably food and seems to have failed expansion. He
Yeah,
hasn't
I
failed.
don't think that's true.
He's
Well, we
just
haven't got round to seeing them this turn yet, but I
yeah.
don't think
He's just
it's
moving at
quite
his
true.
own pace. He's moving at the pace the Olms intended.
Yeah, I mean, he's moving at the standard Agartha leisurely pace.
Not sure who is to his south. Who is to his south? Marverni.
Marverni.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still got quite a bit of expansion to do in that direction, actually.
Yep. Making my first Mel card. Awesome. Want to see if I can roll a nice heroic trait before all the indies are dead. That makes sense. Site search, undead and items. Have a neighbor with failed expansion, eat them. Otherwise, wait until I have a Mel card that can destroy
He's really
armies.
not respecting this Agartha expansion.
He's not, and the Mind Blasters, if you're not careful, if you don't respect them, they can get you. Like,
Oh, definitely. There's going to be a lot of them. He's making a...
yeah. Now, Melkarts have pretty good MR, I think. Yeah, they start with 18.
Oh yeah, they have god level.
Is Lead Shield Construction 2?
I think it is, yeah.
And then that would take up to 22, and they could do, depending on what research they have, right? You could do Earth for more MR. So this guy can
MR in his bless.
He might. Yeah.
Can't remember.
I think you're right. I think he does. We'd have to find the prophet because I think.
Yeah.
This might be the group with the prophet actually. No, that's a commander. I take it back. Not paying enough attention. Won that one. Lost one chariot though. Horat Shaman lost one light infantry, killing a bunch of heavy cav. Is this guy crippled or something?
I think you've just used this as an excuse to watch Hinom more.
What? Hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
The prophet was in the northwest, I think.
Okay.
The Agartha border.
Because
it went up near Therados, didn't it, and moved north.
This one guy.
Oh, he's got an attack cap.
This is not how you catch lances, people.
Well, he's catching them. He's just not catching them with the right unit.
Yeah, that's hilarious. This guy's just holding up everybody over here. That's hilarious. Now, is this the second Horite Shaman? Yeah, okay. The other one was over here.
Yeah, he's getting quite a few of those out. That's the prophet, I think.
Yeah, this guy, he's got kills. He should be auto blessed. Yeah, MR plus 3. So that's 25 MR with a lead shield on the Melkarts.
I think with that, you just go after Agartha.
I think you're pretty darn immune on the Melkart anyway.
Yeah, and then you can also feel, fairly comfortable, I think, going against Marverni later. Because they're a big Astral Nation, but with the MR plus 3.
Yep, it's going to be pretty hard. Pretty hard for them. Is there anything else in the message I didn't see? Site search, undead and items. Yeah, okay, yeah. Wait around for the Melkart. I mean, Hinom's position is awesome, right? So he's got 2 out of 3 here. Although no group looks ready to take this right away, and it's Bone Tribe. Got to backfill this. He's got everything he can get up here. The lake, obviously, is going to take a little bit longer. Backfill this. Got this full border. And he's got some work to do down here. So Van is way ahead of where Hinom is now. That was not always the case.
No, I think they're probably going to be pretty similar by the end, though.
I do think that they're going to be similar, but... it's a good triple expand here.
Yeah.
Pelagia has figured out that Therados has a Kraken. That seems correct. Therados. I called it that he would just send them right at me. Yeah. All right. Let's check out the.
Yeah. Let's just look at
the underwater bowl.
Okay, so the shipwreckers moved back. Okay.
The shipwreckers did move back, so he's picked up all of this central territory. The shipwreckers were standing here, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
So he left no PD. Because there's no fight here.
Yeah, you always leave one just to see what the other person's script is and stuff, don't you?
I'm not gonna... I forget all the time, but you should.
Does that mean he managed to buy the shipwreckers again?
Yep. Shipwreckers.
They're just his private army.
Yeah, they just work entirely for Pelagia. So that's another 3 provinces under the Pelagian dominion yoke. Although they're all kind of small. Even these have kelp forest, so they should be large, but they're actually none of them are
Yeah,
good.
can we watch the two Pelagian expansions with their own troops just to
Sure.
see? I don't know if he split up that army or if this has just come from the cap. He's made some Kalupus.
Underwater, I think it's less weird to get some indies because you do need a mass of stuff.
I think they're pretty good. I have to just no magic weapons is going to
They have no magic.
how
That's high
useful they are.
damage. Their defense, I mean, they're gonna die
Well,
real
the amount
fast.
of
But
damage doesn't matter too much against Therados though for the
true,
troops.
that's true. Up against these Amber Clan.
Yeah, they could be a bit tricky.
Mm-hmm. Now these guys are
Not blessed.
not blessed, but here now they're
Some of them
blessed.
are.
They've got the double weapons, and then some MR, some defense. A lot of undying. I think that they're obviously we know that they managed to win this one.
Yeah,
Formation
taking some
fighters.
attrition though.
They did. They lost a priest. I'm not sure how
Yeah,
that priest managed to wander himself forward.
Yeah,
lost
that was
5 Pearl Guard.
five sacreds could be
That's
quite
like a
impactful.
turn.
Yeah, and the priest to bless them, so you're gonna have to move another one out, and it's gonna be.
That's a big loss.
What about the other group?
Yeah, let's see.
I think they had easier indies.
They got
the
there's
knights.
fewer of them at least. I think these knights are just gonna get overwhelmed. Although they didn't get a great surround, but they lost another 2.
Yeah, rough.
I mean, that's 7 sacreds down. That is a full, I imagine, a full turn of recruitment.
Oh, definitely.
So okay, that's good for Therados.
Yeah, and he's up to 6 provinces now as well.
He is.
With that, his best one now connected up again. So.
Yep. He's gonna have to defend. I really hope that the single Marrow Chieftain is not building a fort.
I'm worried that it is though. But, yeah, that's not the place.
He's got.
Therados can surely build forts in their cap circle as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You just build them at the back, I think.
Yeah, you need the fort like back here or something. He's got a Hydromancer.
He's got some other people back there, yeah.
10 ghosts here. So this is his whole army. He's got 50 ghosts. Plus,
which I mean, they're gonna melt to the sacreds.
They are. I think if you still, I mean, I know money's important, but I think if Therados can throw out some more like chaffy stuff and have the chaff eat most of the hits from the sacreds, maybe your ghosts.
But if you look at the score graph though, the amount of gold that Therados has right now is.
I have not looked at the score graph.
Very well. I think if you look though, it'll show his income. I don't think he can really afford that.
That is indeed.
He's definitely at the bottom of that.
Right, it's pretty low. Fair enough. I mean, it's Therados, so it's not surprising, but
yeah, he can take that land province from Pelagia though, just the south, and he can't contest it, and that'll be very nice for him.
So if he were to take this and take it here, and Pelagia moved, then he's got to worry about a Pelagia interposing himself between the Therados.
Well, he doesn't have to move that entire stack there.
No, he doesn't. He could just move a little bit.
And it's also, it's a distraction. Maybe the shipwreckers move up there to try and get it back. He just needs to buy himself time ready for this.
Agreed.
Kraken.
Yeah, agreed. The Kraken. We're on turn 8 here. We need to see some tentacles.
And he also wants to buy time for someone else to hopefully buy the shipwreckers. So he doesn't want to. He really doesn't want to fight them.
You gotta be begging in the chat. Somebody please buy the shipwreckers. Well, I did look at the chat.
I think someone else told us they were going to try and buy them.
Aramore said he was going to buy them for 700 gold, and I don't know if he actually bid that or not, but he did not get them.
No.
Okay.
He can't. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That would be quite a lot. So yeah, I mean, Pelagia picking up the territory in the middle here. Therados is gonna need some finesse.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a good turn for them, right?
It's true.
It was good.
As far as turns can go, yeah, they got a tile back and 7 Pelagian Sacreds died.
Yeah. So
Yeah. All right.
Okay, well, should we move on? Who else is in
Yes.
this row?
We talked about Hinom a little bit. Yeah, I think if you're
Yeah.
Hinom, okay, all right, you can see why Hinom thinks that Agartha has failed expansion though. This is 2 cap circle provinces.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
And
Well, should we move on to Yomi and we'll
yeah.
move on to that row afterwards? Um,
Um,
I want to see these. I want to see these Tengu. I want to see them.
is that them over here?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, so we've got a bunch of Gabos in the middle.
Okay.
The Tengu, for anyone who wants to see them in the back, they've got this lightning strike and a high
Yeah, I don't
damage
know if that's going to
katana.
be in range if they're all the way back there. I'm not sure.
And then they'll take the bless. We've got
So
some
you usually do
demons
hold
in
and attack
front.
rear with them, and they throw out the lightning, and then they can jump in the back.
And they jump in the back. Okay. Well, let's see. We got Divine Blessing coming out.
It'll be interesting to see what research he has to
These,
use with that only Shugo as well.
yeah, these guys chuck out flames. It's interesting. There goes the lightning.
Yeah, they can spawn in any province with a temple with heat scales.
Okay. Got it. Here come the goblins.
Can we just see his script?
Yes. What is it? Is it V?
V, yeah.
Just Divine Blessing, Holy Avenger.
Oh, okay.
There's a Tengu.
The fire
There's
randoms
the
are the
Tengus.
worst early on.
Sure. Fire randoms tend to be the worst thugs until you get up to like Phoenix Fire or something.
Yeah, even then, fire 1. So,
Oh yeah, you need a jump.
Fire shield is decent.
Fire shield is
okay.
decent, but you got to survive. Okay, well that looks pretty nice. Did we lose anybody? 2 Kooni, 3 Bakemono. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good for that province.
Bakemono killing a bunch of pale ones. Maybe Agartha's saving, or no, not Agartha. So they don't partner Agartha. Never mind. I take it back. There's a lot of stuff here, though.
But he could get all of that.
He can't. He can't.
Pelagia's
not going to get it.
Not looking that
It's
direction.
sealed off this way, unless you were to get a Caelum incursion. How's he doing it up here? He could lose these to TNN.
Looks like
TNN looks like they're building a fort here, maybe?
I don't know. That seems like
It'd be a strange spot.
It's not a great province, but
I mean,
maybe
it's good for controlling territory.
Yeah.
I guess. Although it won't be that good because this is Heat Yomi, so if their Dominion gets here, then this will always be traversable.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure why else there's a 1 commander here. We've got a Bean Shi out here, probably site searching. All right, well, let's all right. Yomi needs to finish their expansion, and then probably they're going to Tacitus.
I think so. I don't think they're doing that for a while though. There's a lot more.
Yeah, they have a lot more room to grow.
Yeah.
I think that's true. Okay, that's actually everybody in this row.
Yeah. And then we did Satis.
We did Satis. So let's look at
Caelum.
Caelum.
Let's see how Caelum did.
Caelum. Ooh, they had some losses here. Heavy Cav, always a little dicey. And there again, they've got just archers and then these mercenaries.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to catch the Lancers.
They did.
Oh, they did.
Just barely. Tough life for a mercenary.
Those archers getting hit by arrows. That's going to hurt them. They don't have great armor.
No. Just for a little bit. And the heavy infantry managed to make contact here. Potentially shooting their own guys a little bit as well.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I don't think it was particularly the script that was the fault.
No, well, it's sort of. I wonder if he has the you didn't have anybody on attack rear because he didn't have Spirehorn warriors. You just had the archers. So like I think with what you have here, this is what you do. But I wonder if Spirehorn.
You could try fire and keep distance, but that's a bit janky.
That's always a bit janky. But he got it. Super little tiny province. This is where you kill some
But
knights to get a
it's
2,000.
his
You're like,
stupid
what
little
is
tiny
this?
province,
It
so it's
is.
okay.
This is a nice clean victory here against some barbs. I think that's it for
Just the
Caelum
two?
expansion. What'd you say?
Okay.
Yeah,
Just the two?
just the two. He still has these two, or these. Airmore, unless he's looking for a fight, is obviously not going here. And I would
No, I
consider
felt
this.
like Caelum expansion was going quite well earlier, but it seems to, I don't know,
He
go a
was
bit
he was
slower.
picking up 2 provinces a turn early, but it hasn't really changed from there. I don't think we've seen like a
Yeah.
3 or a 4.
No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure. Like, there's this force and the 30 guys here. I don't know if they're looking to go into this.
Probably, I would say.
Um, but yeah, I mean, like this one's in circle, enveloped or whatever, so that one is fine. But yeah, a couple down here to try and this is not bad. This one's got an ink pot end.
Yeah, I think Ulm's probably going to take that province, like maybe move into that province
I
there.
think I would if I were Ulm, yeah.
But I think all the other ones he can see are his.
I think that's
All the
true.
other indies, yeah.
Okay. So what do we think for Caelum, right? I guess I'd like to see him finish expansion in the next 2 turns, and then go bird somebody.
Yeah, which seems very doable, I think,
Which
from what we
seems
can
very
see.
doable.
He's got kind of four groups there he can move
Right.
about.
Who are you looking to bird? Obviously, it's not Pelagia.
Well, did we say we thought Ulm? I don't know if we're just being a bit harsh on Ulm.
It's probably well. I think if Caelum and Van decide, like, they might collectively be able to decide to go on one of these two.
I think so. Just because of the mobility more than anything else of Caelum, and then the stealth units of
right. I think they could
Vanheim.
team up super well, and both of them, right, because of the way the water provinces are, they have another sort of protect. Each of them has currently a protected border, just one less thing to worry about.
In which case, Omor and Ulm really need to be chatting to each other.
Yes, the human nation's gotta work together here.
Yeah, the German barbarians and the Roman Empire need to unite.
Well, when you're gonna get attacked by the bird people and the Norse elves,
Yeah,
you gotta
it's rough. It's rough.
gotta do what you can.
Okay, well, let's look at Ulm. Let's have a look at
Yeah,
them anyway.
let's jump into Ulm's. Ulm gets an expansion here. Ooh, oh, the foul spawns. Okay, these are just the
So he didn't
mercenaries.
go and catch the lances with the foul spawn. He went into the barbs.
Right.
Which I think foul spawn are pretty good. Again, do they have 2 attacks or?
I think it
Or
depends.
just the one? I think there's
Just
lots
the
of different
one.
types.
Yeah, but these all look the
15
same.
damage is okay against barbs though.
It is. I would have liked to see them in the front.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I think you're gonna take needless attrition on your real units.
Yeah, they're not quite doing their job there.
Some of them are standing behind here. These ones on the side are doing their jobs a little bit, but we're still chucking axes over here.
Yeah, I don't know if you have
Okay,
maybe have
routed.
the axe people in front, and then they throw the axes and they still end up in combat, and the shield maidens come around
Yeah,
to the
maybe.
side.
It can be you mess up your formation a lot, potentially.
Yeah, it's.
Like, yeah, the
I
shield
think they're just
maiden's
both supposed to
routed.
just go. I'm not sure the axe warriors are the way to go. You just maybe get.
I've never
really
expanded as EA Elm, so I could not tell you. But yeah, this got 9 of his shield maidens killed, and some of them may have made it off the field routing. So this party is gonna have a tough time unless there's an
It was
easy.
48 barbarians though. It's never going to be.
That's true. It was never gonna be easy.
I'm not sure. I mean,
I think
Cynocephalians are very, very killy.
Cynocephalians are very killy. That's true, but they haven't got great armor or like arrow defense.
Well, we just saw him lose a load of troops to barbarians though, and that's pretty much the same.
I mean, yeah, it is. But there's fewer. There's only 20 here. And they tend to be in, they don't all attack, right? Usually you get, because you've got the warriors and the hunters, you get 2 squads. And so one of them is sort of
Still, how many foul spawn does he have?
like,
Did the commander
not
survive?
very many. It was like 2 or something. 4.
Okay. I think he could take it.
I think it's a little coin flippy, but I do think that some percentage of the time this army is beating this stack.
Yeah, and that army hasn't really, well, unless he combines with the stuff in his cap and takes the Ghoul province.
Right. Otherwise, yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Was that his only expansion?
It looks like it. Which
Yeah,
is
eight provinces on turn 8.
It's a little tough.
I think it's still viable.
He's not dead or anything.
Yeah,
This group looks like they can take this next turn.
Yeah, they should be able to.
He's getting a little bit of time from Marverni on this border. And he's got lots of time to the north. So like he's on 8 on turn 8 provinces here on turn 8, but he could take all of this.
Yeah, I mean he can, but he's struggling on his other borders, I think.
He is. I mean, I
probably
think
got a good border with Marverni. They might bump. Yeah. Not next turn, but the turn after.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a good border with Marverni, if you get this, and he's already got this, right? You're down. It's a bad border with these two, but you have essentially.
Bad, but yeah, if he has a good war,
here.
then he's going to look fine afterwards. But
right,
he needs to have a good war.
He will need to have a good.
He
war.
really doesn't need to get double teamed by Vanheim and Caelum. That's what he really does.
Right. I think if he gets 2v1 by Vanheim Caelum right now, it is GG.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all.
Well, Marverni. So.
Marverni with a triple expand, I think.
Good to see.
They did lose a Boar Warrior here.
Yeah, I mean that's 21 heavy infantry. I think that's pretty good,
good amount. Pretty clean here, and this is a great gold mine. The old 95. The old 95 income, 3,000
DJ Caelum just keeps turning up and saying another one every time with these gold mines.
Yes.
I feel like we've seen so many.
He doesn't have death, right? Yeah, there's a death site here too.
DJ Caelum doesn't have death, no.
He could get the Hinom experience here if everybody dies.
Yeah,
what does that do?
Yeah. The third expansion. I just want to see how they did there.
They lost one more Boar Warrior. But
okay,
still
that's okay. 16 heavy infantry.
Yeah. So that gives him perfect border with Agartha.
Nice.
It gives him currently he's up the border with Satis, including the most important province, but Satis has kind of a big stack here. So it's possible he could lose this to Satis. He has not gotten any contested land with Ulm, and he's not gotten any contested land with Hinom as of right now.
No, but that has to be the focus for both of those nations is going to be on that border now.
Yes.
And Hinom has that as a stack that looks like it can move down.
Yeah, definitely could bump
Marverni, I think, can probably take that province above where their stack is, so that'll...
Let's see. So Marverni has got 11 sacreds.
That's his sacred, so that should be able to take.
Versus Hinom has got... that sacred's going to be good against the chariot.
No, I mean against the Indies just now.
Oh, yeah. Both these parties can definitely take the Indies. I'm thinking this looks like... This looks very bumpable.
I mean Marverni is going to move to the province to the north of where they're...
Oh, you think they're going to move here?
Yeah, I think they might move there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely less likely to bump, but I think...
Depends who's got scouts. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on the scouting. Because this, if you get this, you get this too. Because this mountain...
Yeah.
And it puts you in a position to get this and still come back. Whereas if you go here and you lose this, the way your troops are, you're not getting this either.
Quite likely there's a bump then.
I think there could definitely be a bump. But I think Marverni seems like they're in pretty decent shape. They kind of a bad border with Hinom.
Can we see what's in that stack for Hinom?
Yes. The shaman probably won't come with them. So it'll be 2 chariots, 11 light infantry, 4 swordsmen, and 3 Enkidu slaves.
Yeah, I mean, the Marverni troops are pretty good against giants, right? They hit pretty hard.
They hit, I do believe.
With larger, and I think...
Yeah, I think they will hit pretty hard. Let's have to wait for them to get... Oh, they're not... There's nobody to bless them.
Well, you don't need it for larger.
You don't need it for larger, but... So they have a really high damage axe. That's very true.
Yeah, and then they go berserk.
And then they go berserk, and they haven't even... This guy's not berserk yet. Who's berserk? Yeah. And then they have an even higher damage axe.
Yeah.
I think the bigger question the concerning question for them, right, is they only have like 17 HP, 18 HP. The question would be how trampled do they get before they can kill the...
Well, again, the larger will help them there.
The larger will help them there. Yeah, I think it's definitely
It's going
winnable
to be
for
bloody. It's
Marverni.
going to be bloody.
But yeah, I think there'll be casualties on both sides. If they do bump here. So if you're Marverni, I think you're looking to finish this off. And then try and get a little bit of this. I don't think you... Like, you are good at killing giants, but I don't know that you're so good at killing giants that you're looking at Giant Hinom as a target.
It's quite possible him and Hinom go against Agartha.
That is very possible.
I think it's quite possible Hinom just wants to do it on their own, though.
That's as I was going to follow up with that. Yeah, is that I don't even know if Hinom wants to share.
So who do you think? Who do you think Marverni wants to go after, though?
Ulm. Because like, so I don't think they want to go after Hinom. I think that they would try and get if they caught wind of Hinom attacking Agartha, I think that they would try and secure all of this.
Yeah, just vulture it.
Just at least get a little bit of vulture on.
Okay. Well,
it's a big statistic. Yeah, we'll have to see.
We'll keep going through our row. Like we've done that row, haven't we? So we can go down and look at Agartha.
Yes, we can start with Agartha.
And then we can see,
Alright, Agartha picking up a... Ooh, let's see. Let's watch these elephants. These elephants get wrecked by the mind blasters.
They should get mind blasted, yeah.
Yup. There goes over half the elephants right off the get-go here before Blessing even comes out. And there go the rest of them.
They can tank a lot of them, though, because they only do a little bit of actual damage.
Right. But they're so spread out here. Like, and if they're paralyzed like this when the troops get in range. Look at that. 19 damage smite coming in.
Yeah, smite is really good against elephants. Oh, he's back though.
He's gonna, yeah. Alright, and there he goes. The other ones have never, 3 of them have never even made it off the starting line.
I'm not convinced they're real elephants. I think they're statues.
Yes. Meanwhile, these guys managed to take a bunch of losses to like 3 heavy infantry or something. 5.
Yeah, pale ones aren't the best warriors.
They are not the best warriors, but it's still a big stack. So do we think...
Yeah, only one province again.
Do we think... So there's 16 or 12 Ulms here. I think that they might have been able to beat... In a cave, I think they would have beaten the van here.
I mean, if it was just those 8.
Yeah, just the ones that showed up.
The 8, I think, easily.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah, it was just 8, so yeah, he definitely would have killed him. That is his only expansion, though.
He seems to have a group in the cap again.
He did get the library. Is that Agartha's only astral access? They don't have any, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have any. So that's pretty important. Obviously, great researchers too. But
yeah,
so
not too much to say. It's more of the same, really, isn't it?
It is a bit more. He's got he's building up a group here. Gotta go kill some stuff friendly.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
TNN.
Right.
Let's look at that.
TNN, big party here. It's a lot. I guess these are regular troops, but so it's a lot of troops to kill. 49 tribe.
Tuatha warriors are the sacreds.
Yeah, 18 Tuatha.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I got. Is it March?
Making a lot of the slingers. I'm not.
He is making a lot of the slingers. Yeah, he is.
He hasn't got fire or he's got air, but slingers still aren't great. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that one.
If he's fighting Yomi, I mean, it could be good against all the little goblins, maybe.
Decent against these barbs. Maybe he's
decent against
Satis.
Could be okay against as well.
Yeah, it's decent against Satis.
So yeah, might not be that bad.
I think that's his only expansion this turn.
Yeah, we could have a bump on that Ermo border.
Yes, we definitely could. He gave Agartha a lot of time over here too, but they agreed on a border already.
Yeah, they negotiated that.
They negotiated that.
Farmland, so.
He
had stuff over there as well. He still hasn't taken his Mercato.
The Mercato just holding firm here. Now we can't. Oh, I don't know that we can see all the Tuatha, so there could be hidden stuff.
No, they're all glamored, so we can't see them.
Yeah. But yeah, it could be a bump. I think he could. I mean, I think he could elf Satis potentially, depending on once you test the Tuatha versus the.
Yeah, I think he's got a decent matchup against Ermor.
I think that he could fight Ermor. You have to see how he does against Retarii.
Yeah, but he's got those slingers. If he can just
he does have the slingers.
Do a little bit of damage to them and commit the Tuatha somewhere else, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they all disappear.
I think he could fight Yomi. Okay.
It could be tough. He could struggle to do enough damage.
Yeah, I don't remember how strong is Tuatha.
Yeah, he doesn't have shock resistance, I don't think. I think we looked at this. Oh, he does have 5. Shock resistance. He has 5. But yeah, so that's going to get rid of the thunder weapons. Aren't really going to do anything. So
yeah,
he's got a good matchup there. He's looking good.
I think he's in a good.
I felt like he's been looking good the whole time, and it could have been looking great. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I do feel like he probably could have been a touch bigger, but I don't know. Pretty relatively low attrition.
He's been taking very low attrition, so
yeah.
Oh, good.
It's relevant.
Good. And Ermor making
some good strides here.
Yeah.
Okay. Using Retarii to take out these cavemen. Cavemen are pretty tough.
Yeah.
Combat speed here is a problem. Potentially.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to throw their javelins.
They are going to throw their javelins, so it's going to work out more or less okay. These guys, of course, are.
Do you think the net ones were the right choice? I think the flails would have been better here.
The flails are 2 attacks only on shields, right?
No, they get 2 attacks all the time.
They 2 attacks all the time?
They get +2 extra attack skill against shields.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know that he needs the nets here. These guys have pretty low defense.
They just have 17 strength, so they just don't care about the strength.
Yeah. Maybe would have been better off with the others. I'm not sure that it's super material.
It's working out, though.
Yeah, he worked out fine. And then here, I guess I probably didn't need to go in. Just a huge stack, mostly of our levy, and then a handful of probably Stati.
Yeah. It's good that he's starting to get them instead of the levy. You don't want to have them.
You don't want them forever, no. I think they are recommended for expansion. I haven't checked, but
yeah, because your troops cost a lot of resources, but once you can transition out of them, I think you do.
And he lost on this province before, if I recall.
I think so.
To these hoplites, but I think he's gonna. Yeah, only the one loss.
Romans beating the Greeks. There we go. And their revenge.
Yes. Okay, so I think it's just those 2. So he's also a little small, right? That's what, 6, 7, 8. Could bump.
Yeah.
On this one.
He could bump, and I don't think
elephants
he'll win.
Here. I do not think. I don't.
Yeah, well, guys... he can move in and take that province because it's
this one.
Yeah, well, because TNN can't.
TNN can't, but I don't know if this
force can beat 2 elephants. If he moves in with that other stack on that province that TNN is very likely to move on, I think TNN is just going to win that bump.
I agree. I think TNN will win a bump here, and I don't know that these 30 guys can beat these elephants because I think all the Retarii are gone.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not. Right.
Great border here, though. Terrible border here. And he's got to do a lot of work here. And he can pick this up at his leisure.
Yeah. So he's not looking for a war anytime soon.
Nope. He's got a lot of expanding to do still. But this is, this helps. This should give a lot of extra resources to the capital.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see a lot more good stuff.
It's tough that he hasn't been able to take this forest, which would have, obviously contained a pretty good amount of resources and isn't that well defended.
Yeah, strange.
But okay, I think that's Aramor, and I think we talked about Van already.
We did.
So I think that's everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so who are you most impressed with?
I love the quad expand.
I think Vanheim's really put themselves in first or second place in the last couple of turns.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty commanding position. I mean, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I don't know if Hinom is still little bit further, I feel like they've got more. They've still got more to pick up.
Yep, Hinom can pick up. Has got multiple pickup possibilities. They'll almost certainly get this one. They'll almost certainly get this one and this. They've got 3 that are pretty much guarantees. And then
I think
they got to win a bump for these 3.
I think Hinom is position 1, but I think Vanheim is very close behind him right now.
I mean, I think that right now Vanheim is stronger than Hinom, just because of Vanheim being Vanheim.
But I think Hinom's got better scales. So.
Oh yes, I think that Hinom. Yeah, I think it's fair. Hinom's position currently is better for like adjusted
it's close though. They're clearly the 2 favorites for me though.
I think they're in pretty good. Let's look at the graphs again.
Yeah, and after, I mean, Pelagia is also looking great.
Pelagia, yeah, should be able to if they can efficiently prosecute this war, they'll be in a great spot. And then they'll just have to deal with the classic Pelagia problem of not doing anything until Wish comes online.
Yeah, they have got a few land provinces already though, so
they do. We'll see if they can hold on to those.
We're kind of seeing the players sort of branch out to 2 different groups there as well.
We've got we've got some here at the bottom, and we've got some really high performers, and then we've got some of the middle. Yeah. Now, some of the people at the bottom still have some pretty impressive stacks, though, right?
Yeah, I think in terms of actual army strength, it's still, still not that bad.
A lot of birds died this turn. Yes, like Satis has a lot of armies. Agartha has a lot of mind blasters.
Yeah, we'll be able to see hopefully some forts coming up in the next.
Yeah, we should be seeing some forts coming up in the next turn or 2.
Turns. So that'll be a big game changer.
TNN still has the most income, and they've got room to grow still. Like Vanheim's done with expansion, right? They got 1.
I don't think they're not quite done. They've got some
2.
Yeah. They've got that other one. Yeah, there. Yeah.
Okay, they've got a little bit more room. That's fair. That's fair. Just looking at that from an income perspective. Yeah, they're right up there in number 2. Hinom's in 3rd. The dead nation, the nations with the horrific scales are down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
And Agartha.
Yeah, I think I am a bit worried for Agartha.
I think so too. Hinom's getting
I'm
out
worried.
there.
I'm worried for Agartha, and I'm kind of worried for but more because of their neighbors.
I find yes. I think that Ulm looking slightly small is very bad news for them with Van looking for targets.
Yeah, can we see the research? Are they? Okay.
Yeah, anybody got any Yomi? I think that is right. Crushing the research with their awake researcher. Airmore with the awake researcher as well. Yeah,
it's interesting that he has all that research, but we saw him put it into conjuration.
Yep.
We didn't see the thug do anything with it.
No, just the holy stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he got his conjuration.
He's playing it differently, and if he could get enough Tengu, they're really good troops early on.
Yes, especially if you can somehow help their protection issue.
Yeah, if you can find the right target for the shock weapons.
So yeah, I mean, I would say the research for everybody else is kind of still like, yes, some of them are higher, but a lot of this is what you started with, and so it's hard to like say how valuable it is to you. Right? You could have gotten something totally useless.
Yeah, I think we can see Therados is managing to get a bit of research going now.
They're above Pelagia.
Yeah, because that's one of the ways because if they need to get to construction too. So.
Yes, they absolutely need construction too. Yep.
Yeah, it was just whether Ulm was managing to get any. I don't know.
I don't. What is over here? Yeah, they're right up with Therados.
They seem to be getting quite a bit though.
Yeah, so I mean, they're ahead of. Well, Vanheim actually is on a relatively good slope. He just started all the way down here.
Well, he's gotten awake, hasn't he? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we've. I
think we've about covered it.
Pretty much covered that.
Yeah. So I would pick from this spot. I like Vanheim and Hinom's position the most.
Yeah, and I still like TNN. I
think TNN is in a good spot too. I think that Vanheim and Hinom are more in position to pick off a neighbor.
Yes, definitely. And they seem to be looking to do that.
And, yes, and they've noted their hostile intentions. So, like,
Which I am all in favor of. So.
Yeah, we're here for it. Hostilities about I mean Pelagia. I think may even be the first one to finish off another player. I just don't like EA Pelagia. I think I think it's just gonna be really hard.
Yeah, he's maybe at the highlight of the game so far for him.
But I mean it can work. It's it's just tricky. So yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, it's been great.
Thanks everybody for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Have a great day.
Peace.